registered?
Seriously, are you registered to vote?
This is the CitizenLink Report. Hi, I'm Stuart Shepard along with Catherine Snow, who's heading up a massive voter registration project for us, and also Sonia Swiakowicz, who's our Senior Director of Issue Response. She's watching over that project and many others around here. Hi, Kat and Sonia.
Hi, Stuart.
I want to learn more about this. Sonia, if you'd explain to us, the message here is simple. It's, are you registered to vote? But we're trying to ask that question to a lot of people.
That's right, Stuart. And we're working on a massive mailing project, one to help pro-family, pro-life Americans get registered to vote. We know it's an important election this year, but there's a simple truth. If you're not registered, you can't vote this November. So we've been working on a 5 million piece mailing for the last several months. 5 million folks that we believe may be not registered at this time. That could be for many different reasons. They could have recently moved. They could have recently gotten married or changed their name. Or they may have a child who is just turning 18 and can vote for the very first time. So we've sent this big mailing out with just an easy form. This is the form, and you just need to fill this out, send it in to your Secretary of State, and become registered. And that's the message of our Commit to Vote 2012 campaign. Get registered.
And it's also on the website where folks can download it. If you don't get the mailing, you can go to committovote2012.com, download the form. It takes 5 minutes to fill it out and mail it to the right person in your state, and then you're registered, right?
That's it.
Catherine, we're working along with several other pro-life and pro-family groups to get all this done.
Yes, it's been a labor of love, actually. We are working with 5 other groups that you might know their names: the Family Research Council, Americans United for Life, American Principles Project, National Right to Life Education Fund, and the Susan B. Anthony List Education Fund. And they've been a delight to work with. It's a massive undertaking, and so they've been very gracious to help us with this project.
Tom Inery likes to point out it is the largest voter registration project in the history of the modern conservative movement. I always like it when he says it that way. And then he always tags out with, I know that because I've been around for the entire modern conservative movement. So it is a big undertaking, and it's an important one. This whole thing came out of the realization that folks on our own mailing lists were not registered to vote. I mean, we just kind of assumed if you're paying attention to the information that we give out that you're probably registered and already engaged in the process. We were shocked to learn that nearly half were not registered to vote, not just for our organization, but for many. And that's where this whole idea had its genesis. Now, CitizenLink is the public policy affiliate of Focus on the Family. I think most people understand that relationship, and we work very closely together. We're all here in the same building, but this is a project that's being done by Focus on the Family.
That's right. It's important to note that one of the strategic priorities here at Focus on the Family is to inspire our friends to engage the culture for Christ. And of course, voting is one of the most important ways we can do that, but it's not the only way. And we know that can be sometimes a little challenging, so we've tried to make it as easy as possible. If you go to committovote2012.com and look in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see a button that says Social Issues. If you click on that, it'll take you to a wealth of information about how you can get involved, how you can make your voice heard, and how you can make a difference in your community for Christ and for family values.
And one other point that I'd like to say about the 5 million the 5 million people that we're reaching out to is that we're hoping that even a portion of them, actually 35% or 1.75 will become registered, and then out of that 1.25 million folks will actually go and vote, cast their vote on Election Day. So we're hoping that you're going to be one of those people that will actually cast the ballot and make the difference for this election.
It's one of the things I appreciate about this project. It's realistic. We know not all 5 million people we contact are going to register to vote, but we hope that a significant percentage does, and that can indeed make the difference in the outcome of many elections around the country. We'll see how that goes.
And we should point out as well, as Stuart, if you did receive this mailing and you are already registered, that's wonderful. Please take that opportunity to pass those 2 forms along to somebody else in your family or a friend who shares your values who needs to get registered. We're trying to make it possible for everyone to make their voice heard, to vote for family values this November.
Now, I know it's entirely possible that some of the folks who are watching us right now are not registered to vote. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask for a show of hands or anything. But Sonia, I want to give you an opportunity just to encourage people to take the few minutes it takes to go through this process and be registered.
Right. It's very easy to do this. It's a quick form. fill it out, send it in before the deadlines. Most of those are in mid-October, so you still have about 2 months. But don't wait, don't delay, there's no reason. Just get that in. It's a quick form, and you can become registered today and make your voice heard on November 6th.
All right. Well, Ken and Sonia, thank you for sharing all these thoughts with us today. Very helpful. Appreciate your insights with this. And thanks to all of you who have written to us to share your thoughts about the things we talk about here. We appreciate your insights and your comments. You may always write to us at mail@citizenlink.com. We encourage you to pray for all the folks around the nation as they're deciding for whom to vote, but also especially for those who are not registered, who are pro-life and pro-family and need to be involved in this whole process. Pray that they will take that few minutes it takes to register their names and get involved and engaged in the process. And remember, stand tall and be heard.